The nodes view in the Kubernetes monitoring tool gives you a detailed insight into what's happening in a particular node. So we can hit this tab here and that will take us to the nodes view. This gives us a breakdown of all the different nodes in the cluster. Remember, because we're looking at a list of nodes, this still is kind of at the cluster level, so you can still jump between different clusters if you like. But this is going to give you more detail about what's going on in a particular node: CPU, memory, network in, network out, disk read, disk write, and so on. You can actually go in here and break down these values over time as well. This is the real power of this view, actually, is to see changes and trends that have been happening in your particular nodes. Now, what's really nice here is you can see things like the count of pods. Of course, all of these different fields are sortable as well. So you can change the positioning of the columns, and you can also generally just configure this UI exactly how you need it to be. You can filter. So one of the interesting things you can do is you can select nodes that are hosting pods in a given namespace. So normally you don't segment nodes by namespace. I think this is really nice because if you're having an issue with a set of applications in a given namespace, you can just focus on the nodes that are supporting that namespace as well. So that really helps you slice the data in a really nice way. There's only 3 nodes in this cluster, so I imagine they're all supporting one another. But it's a really nice way of actually filtering in that way. And then, of course, you can actually zoom in on a particular node as well. So you could pick like this particular node right there, and it will automatically zoom in on just that node. Now, what's really great about this, actually, and you can't see this, but this is actually URL driven. So you can set up custom actions if you want to point to a particular Kubernetes view, and I'll show you that now. So if we jump to the logs view, getting a lot of different logs here. Let's look to make sure something exists. Kubernetes, and I'll do Kubernetes namespace because the chances are if it has the namespace, it has everything else that I need as well. So open this up, and we're going to see some information here. Kubernetes IO hostname. Now I've set up a custom action here for the K8's host dashboard. The way that works is, if I will just show you quickly, we have this K8's host dashboard. What I do is I actually reach into the log and I pull out the host name. Because the Kubernetes dashboard is driven by the URL, I can actually jump straight to that. So I've seen that this log here is supported by a given Kubernetes node. So I can hit this, custom actions, K8's host dashboard. This will jump me over straight to the view that shows me just that host. And in fact, it's taking me nicely to the pods view because this is showing me all of the pods that are running on that particular node, which is super cool. So within this view, I can actually explore the namespace again, the nodes. I can also look at specific apps that have been deployed on the cluster, and then down to the specific pods as well, which is really, really cool. This is actually filtered by a specific node right now, as you can see. I can just select the other ones if I want, and that's going to open up to every single pod on my cluster. Once again, I get the standard metrics of CPU utilization and memory used, and network in, network out. I also get a breakdown of K8's events as well. Any key deployment events and things like that will appear here. And I get a nice breakdown of all the pods as well. And of course, I get the count on the top as well, this time with daemon sets and specific pod detail. So this is really, really a nice way of going from a very, very high level view at clusters down to nodes and down to pods. And once again, because it's UI driven and because it's URL driven, it can be linked with custom actions, which is a really nice way of connecting all of your data together to jump to the data exactly how you need it.